Our client with this Porsche Cayman came in saying it was absolutely horrendous audio system, so we've upgraded and revamped the whole thing. Now, when I talk about fully audio upgrade and revamping the system, in simple terms, what we have done for our client here is we've removed the PCM unit. I'll explain a bit more why we did that in a bit. We've replaced all the speakers in the front, but kept the factory rear speakers because customers actually not going to have the rear speakers on. They're not interested in rear fill. They want all front end soundstage. And then we put all the speakers off a amplifier. And in this case, we fitted an Audison DSP amplifier. But again, I'll go back to that in a little bit. I want to start from the back of the car and work forward. Now, at the back of the car, what we've done is you've got two locations for a DAB aerial on these cars. One, the easiest, and probably the free position to do because it doesn't take long to fit, is on the front windscreen. But aesthetically wise, it's not the best pleasing position to put it on. So what we've done is the customer and I agreed that we're going to put the aerial on the rear window, and you can just about see it here. This means that it's not in your peripheral vision and you can barely notice it. In fact, you can't see it from the front seat unless you really are looking for it. Putting the aerial on the rear window is a bit of a job in itself. Now, you'll be able to see the aerial now because the factory parcel shelf covers it, but I just wanted to explain that you have to run the cable all through underneath the roof lining and through this factory convoluted tubing right here, which is simple if you know what you're doing, but if you're not, it can be a little bit tricky. So it's great position for the aerial to be. It's not on site because if you don't have to have it on show, you shouldn't. And then the other thing at the back of the car we fitted is a reverse camera right here. A lovely subtle reverse camera, which is barely noticeable from, well, in fact, if I stand up here, I can't actually see it. So we don't want to ruin the aesthetics of this Porsche Cayman S, so we've gone for a flush fit camera, and you'll see in a minute the view of this camera is absolutely awesome considering it's this low down, but we'll show you that shortly. Now, speaker upgrades, there's a lot you can do on these cars, and we've done a lot on our YouTube channel with speaker upgrades. This is what I would like to call entry to middle of the road package, but still done correctly. We start with soundproofing the doors completely. You might not hear that through the microphone, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to wrap another bit in the car just in case the mic can pick it up. So we fully soundproof the door, and that's 5 layers, by the way. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but even 5 layers. How we do that is outer skin, then we put another layer of liner on the outer skin on top, then we do the inner skin, then we do the door carbon butyl, and then we put a firmer acoustic eggshell material on top of that, making it 5 layers. These doors are fully soundproofed, and they are the best environment now for the new speakers. Now I'm going to get inside now, and we'll talk about the audio system basically. Now, the equipment in question we have done in this system, we've gone for Audison 8-inch Prima mid-bass drivers, which are, for the price, one of the best 8-inch speakers around. They're silly efficient, and in these doors they just work. They work really well, and that's for all of the 911 Boxster and Cayman platform after 987 onwards they're compatible with. Phenomenal speaker for the money. We've then gone for the Morel custom fit, we're going to call them speakers. They're actually designed for a BMW, but BMW conveniently use the same mounting platform as a Porsche. So the mid-range, which is just slightly higher than the 8-inch here, and the tweeter behind the air vent actually goes straight into the original positions with 0 modification, which is a nice little touch. And what we've gone and done is we've used an Audison AF C8.14 DSP amplifier, and how that's configured, quite simple. It's fully active tweeters, fully active mids running on 4 channels, so no passive crossovers. And then we've bridged 4 channels on the mid bass, meaning you've got amples of power for the bass. Because we haven't added a subwoofer into this. Customer didn't want to add a subwoofer, so we've got a remarkable amount of bass out the door speakers. Customer's already been in and heard this, and he's been blown away with it. The bass out of these 8s are incredible. It sounds like you've got a 10-inch subwoofer in it. It just works really well. The amplifier is hidden under the driver's seat where the factory Bose amp would have been should this car have been spec with Bose. So completely hidden. I'm hoping Max got some footage of that, hopefully. He's nodding his head, so you're going to see it probably now. Talk about the source unit. So this customer had the PCM system as standard, which does the job, and we can add Apple CarPlay to the original system that's in here. But from an audio quality point of view, now don't eat me alive for this, in our opinion, the add-on modules for sound quality aren't quite as good because you're using the DAC inside that module, and in our opinion, isn't as good as an aftermarket stereo. And this customer wanted CarPlay, but they didn't want to be detrimental to the sound system. So we've replaced it with the Sony head unit in this fascia. There's arguments to say the PCM unit might look better. Personal opinion. That is your choice. If you don't like it, that's up to you. But for a sound point of view, this Sony head unit sounds better than any PCM system with an add-on module. Customer's already been in and come in and given us a sticker, and he stuck that on the fascia. That's optional. You don't get that with the fascia, but if you prefer it, it's up to you. Let's turn it on and show you. This Sony is the 6050. Very good system for sound quality. Simplicity, it doesn't look like much. It lights up white illumination, which matches all the illumination of the climate control and the cluster, and it's got a very simple GUI, graphical user interface. Now it's already on the reverse camera because we're already on camera view, so I'll show you a little bit about the unit. You can put it in reverse, it'll automatically come up with a reverse image like that. And when you're out of reverse, what you can also do is, if I scroll to all apps and go to rear cam, the customer can view the camera when he's going forward, should they wish to. But you can see how good the viewing angle is. You can actually see the corners of our number plates we've stuck on here. So you're actually making out some of the bumper and all the way behind you to the top of the fence, which is about 12 feet high over there. Great viewing angle for this. So even though it's so low, you can see so much. This Sony head unit sports Apple CarPlay wirelessly, wireless Android Auto, and it's got 4-volt pre-outs, meaning our amplifier gets the best signal possible. That's why we've gone for this system over adding CarPlay to the original PCM system. You know, for sound it is better. I won't waffle on anymore because that is the audio system done and dusted. This sounds incredible. Don't take our opinion for it, take the customer's. I'm going to try and get him to respond to this video and give his opinion on it because he's already blown away with it. So happy with it compared to the original system. This system here is not just better than bass, it's better than Bose and Burmester. Oh yeah, sorry, Max is just interrupted because there's one more feature we also installed on this. So what we've done is we've actually installed a wireless charger underneath here. In fact, I'll take the factory rubber mat up and actually show you what we've done. We've actually built this platform, trimmed it in a suede material just to raise it up, and this is actually a wireless charger which actually goes, we've mounted bespokely in here and goes underneath the original rubber and works through that. So the customer's got wireless Apple CarPlay but also wireless charger because he didn't want any leads at all. Didn't even want to plug his phone into the cigar socket with a short lead and have it hidden. He wanted it wireless, completely wireless. So fabricated a wireless charger into here as well, which is a nice little touch. Customer asked for it, we delivered, and it's a nice system. Does sound bloody good in here, excuse my language. We've got a great sound stage, and when I say sound stage, what we've done is the amplifier's got built-in time correction facilities where we can set up the measurement for each speaker. Because it's active, it gives us far more control, and when we're sitting here listening, what that in essence means is the voice sounds like it's coming from in front of you on the middle of the dashboard. So you can literally pick out the voice in the middle and you can pick out instruments left and right. None of the sound actually sounds like it's coming from the speakers in their positions in the doors. Extremely clever. It doesn't do it automatically, by the way. We have to do that manually via our, well, extremely intelligent and well-versed experienced technicians. That's how we can create their results. But yeah, sounds incredible, as I mentioned already more than once. But yeah, I'm going to finish the video now. My name is Connor, Max from behind the camera. From all the boys at John Cleese, all the installers, have a good day. You know what to do. Get in contact, drop us a comment, send us an email, or message us on WhatsApp from our handy number on our johncleeseaudio.com's website. But for now, we're signing off. See you later.